Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols and I'm here to bring you a Nichols Worth, but we're not going to be talking about Bibles today. We're going to be talking about some of my favorite music and among my favorite record labels with Ulterium Records and some new releases that they have out right now, plus some that are not so new. Now, most of these are not Ulterium distributed artists, to include Leah, but what they do at Ulterium is they support a lot of great melodic metal. And this is an excellent album. Now, one thing about Leah that you want to keep in mind is her message is not overtly, loudly Christian. And what's really interesting about this is you can hear the Celtic influence in her records. You can kind of hear the folklore influence in her records. And it's almost kind of like a gamer influence in her records, almost like a fantasy world. So while her lyrics aren't in-your-face Christian, there are definitely Christian elements of spiritual warfare, elements of heaven. So if you're wanting something with a clear gospel message, this probably isn't going to work for you. But if you like melodic metal with a very positive message and has that Celtic influence, she is an excellent artist. Beautiful voice. So let's take a look at some of the work that this does. First of all, I like this little vinyl cover it comes in. This actually, if you see on this sticker, there are only 250 copies of this record made. So one thing I like about Ulterium and some of the records they support is that they offer very limited press albums, but the artwork on this thing is just beautiful. I love the element of warfare on this. And then when you open it up, really gorgeous inside, and you can see the way she dresses, almost kind of like cosplay-ish and kind of Celtic. That's going to be some influence there, but this is a really, really nice female-led rock album with positive lyrics, and some of them even have some pretty strong Christian overtones. Now let's take a look at this vinyl. Both of them look the same. This is a double LP, and check that out. That is absolutely beautiful, red. Really nice label. The artwork on this thing is just next level. So now let's take a look at another vinyl that I got from Ulterium Records, and this is also not an Ulterium release, but it is within the wheelhouse of their style, and this is Martin Simpson's Destroyer of Death. Now this is actually not a band. Martin Simpson just compiled some musicians, including some people from Narnia and different metal groups that you may be used to, and put together what I would consider probably one of the greatest Christian metal albums of recent times. And this, if you want a very clear gospel message, if you want a very clear message about Jesus, it is all up in here. This is 100% Christian metal, hardcore, with a message to match. Rob Rock is the lead vocalist. If you know anything about Rob Rock, he is one of the greatest voices in Christian metal. This album is simply amazing from start to finish. Now there is a song called Master of All that features another vocalist that is not Rob Rock, that is very good. I don't know if he's a Christian or not, but Master of All, clearly Christian lyrics. So let's take a look at the vinyl. This is not real spectacular, but let's take a look at the insert here as well. The insert has the lyric sheet. These albums do tend to be staticky, so you may want to get you a vinyl buddy or something like that to help you get the lint and static out of it. But this is just a basic black record. Really nice. I cleaned this one up, and you pretty much have to clean your records pretty much every time. Excellent. I also have this one on CD, and I bought this one from Martin himself, and I got this one signed by the musicians. Check it out. Really slick there. Love it. Of course, the CD art, I love how they make it match the background. Really nice. Put the CD on there, just so cool. This, I cannot emphasize enough how great of an album this is. I highly recommend this. Now, there were some other CDs that I got from Ulterium Records with Leah, because I really like her sound. This is the Glory and the Fallen, which is the same as the red vinyl that I just showed you. Excellent. This one is called The Quest. This is a very good album as well, and you can hear that Celtic folklorish influence in that. Love the sound of this. And then this one actually has very clear Christian lyrics, and I was reading it and I was like, wow, that is really overtly clear, not like some of her others. Come to find out, this is a Christmas album. This is really cool. It's a little more melodic and not as aggressive as the other two, but if you want a Christian metal flair Christmas album, this is a very good option. Now, this is an Ulterium release, and this is a band called End of September. And These folks are phenomenal. This album was actually put out in 2012, and I was actually quite disappointed to find out this is the only album they've ever put out. They were working on another project, and it seems to have never materialized, but this is an Ulterium release, and this is something you can get from Ulterium Records right now. This is a very good female-led band. Both Leah and End of September kind of give me Evanescence vibes, although this one probably does just a little bit more. This is excellent. Once again, these lyrics aren't overtly in-your-face Christian, but they are definitely positive. There are elements of spirituality in there, and I am just so bummed. This is the only album they have. This is not available on vinyl. This is it. You get this on CD, and it is amazing. There's one song on there where there's a little bit of growling, and it doesn't seem to match the style of the band, but it's only one song, and it's only in like a little few second clip, so it's not really a big deal. Ellen's voice in this is absolutely amazing. I really hope that she comes back into melodic metal and begins to make more music again, even if it's not with End of September, because this is a killer album. Now, I've done some other reviews of other items that Ulterium not only distributes but also releases as a record label. I'll put those videos in the video description. I highly recommend you support Ulterium Records. Many of these you can also get domestically through third parties like Amazon and other US-based websites, but mostly they're available for the best price through Ulterium Records. You are going to get pinged a little bit with shipping, but if you make a large enough order, you'll definitely be able to make it worth your while, because they have some amazing melodic metal music. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.